Hey, what's up, everybody? BDL 44 coming at you with another video. All right, I got a bunch of stuff I want to do. It's Thanksgiving Day, but I want to say this. I'm hearing people talk about the possibility of Zach LaVine becoming an LA Laker, and I just want to say something. I do not want to trade Rui Hachimura or Jalen Hood-Schifino in a trade for Zach LaVine. I do not. Why? Jalen Hood-Schifino is a homegrown Laker pick. Lottery pick. I don't know if the lottery, you look at the lottery, I think it's top 16. He might be a lottery pick. Depends on how far the lottery actually goes. I never quite know. Is it 12? Is it 16? I don't know. But he's in the mid-range of the first round. Close to damn enough. I'm not a fan of Jalen Hood-Schifino's game as I've seen it. But I don't know what he can develop into. And I don't want to trade him in his rookie season to a Chicago Bull team to bring back a guy like Zack LaVine, whose basketball IQ ain't very high. Jalen Hood-Schifino is a good defensive player and set up point guard. That's what the Lakers need. We drafted him, and we should have taken several other players who could help us right now, and we decided to pull in a player that can ultimately put us in a position to have to wait on him for 4 or 5 years. You made your bed, Lakers. Lay in it. Do not trade Jalen Hood-Schifino his rookie year before you even see him get on the floor. That is potentially a mistake. Potentially a mistake. And it's not one I'm willing to make to get back Zach LaVine, who I know is going to be a chucker. He's going to jack up shots. And also, Rui Hachimura, I'm just not trading away a player that's highly efficient. You ever watch Rui Hachimura score the ball, you understand that when he fully develops, he's going to be one of the more efficient scorers in the game. He really is. Now, he does have some limitations, a bit clunky at times, particularly guarding perimeter players, stuff like that. Kind of want him in the paint, but you also don't really want him playing no 5. So it's a lot of different stuff that goes with him. He's not a perfect player, but when it comes to shot execution, he's going to help a team. Might win a championship if he's in the right situation. So for me, it's like, I know what Rui Hachimura is. A big body that's highly gifted at scoring the ball and can play some defense. He's not deficient defensively. Weak side Rui is a real thing. So for me, it's like, hell no, I'm not moving Rui Hachimura on a $50 million contract when he's not even fully developed. Hell no. Not for Zach LaVine. So my thing is, I don't think we have the package for Zach LaVine. If I'm the Bulls, I'm not taking a package that doesn't involve stuff that I actually want. And I'm not, if I'm the Lakers, giving him anything I actually want. They can get a better package deal for Zach LaVine. That's the problem with trying to get Zach LaVine on the Lakers. If I'm running the show, there will be better packages offered elsewhere. Because you ain't going to get Rui Hachimura, and you're not getting Jalen Hood-Schifino, the 16th overall pick. And I'm not sending you any other picks either, given the fact that we're low on picks. We already don't have our pick from either this year or maybe next year, depending on what New Orleans wants to do. They can either take this one or they can take the next one. I don't want that. I want to keep the kid that was the only draft pick we've had over the last 6 years, basically, because we gave away every pick we had. In the AD trade, we got him here. We drafted him. Keep him here. It's the only pick we've gotten. Keep him here. At least let him get to a level where you know what you have before moving him. If he happens to be a role player, that's the risk. He doesn't turn out to be that great. Whatever. He's 16th overall pick. It's not like he's number 8. So at the end of the day, my thinking in regards to this situation is I'm cool on Zach LaVine because I don't believe in the player that much, and I definitely don't believe in the contract that much. But that's not even the biggest problem. The biggest problem is the price tag that has to go out. I'm not trying to deplete my depth to bring in Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine is the kind of injury prone his damn self. He is. He usually gonna miss about 20 games a season. Maybe even more depending on how the knee goes. So for me, no, I'm cool on that Negro. I want someone who's going to be a little more sturdy on my team if I'm going to be sending out packages like the one that's going to cost us for Zach LaVine. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm good. I'm good. And what I want for the Lakers to do is to hold on to what we have until probably the trade deadline. And then we can really see who shakes or loose. Because you never know what could happen, man. Some of these teams are going to need to blow things up. And some of these teams who have that in place may not know it right now. You look at a team like the LA Clippers, and I'm telling you, I don't know if Paul George and Kawhi Leonard are going to finish the season on that team. I don't know that. Because they're not going to move Russell Westbrook, in my opinion. And they just brought James Harden here. They're not going to move him the same year they traded for him. If that thing goes left, I don't think either one of them dudes is going to want to leave LA. A lot of people ain't too high on bringing in Kawhi Leonard, but his talent alone tells me, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Or Paul George? Hell yeah. That's exactly what I want next to Anthony Davis and LeBron James. Yes. Now, I'm not saying they would be willing to trade him to the LA Lakers, but what I am saying is them guys probably ain't going to want to leave LA. You see what I'm saying? They ain't probably, if they put a team on their list, it ain't going to be a team too far away. That's what I'm telling y'all. You know, I'm not huge on Klay Thompson, but I know the Lakers had their eyes on Klay Thompson. The Golden State Warriors Klay Thompson might have about 5 more minutes on that Warrior team. I mean, 5 more minutes. So it's like, are we sure Zach LaVine's the piece? Not to say that I think Klay is, because I don't. But maybe we getting Klay, maybe they can throw in Moses Moody. That's somebody I really do want. So it's like, these are the type of things like, yo, are we sure Zach LaVine is the move? I like DeMar DeRozan, but maybe 3 years ago, not necessarily this year. His numbers are down this year. So I don't know if DeMar DeRozan's still going to keep on being that guy. Maybe we get him at that level for 5 more minutes. But if you're giving away a bunch of 25-year-olds or younger, negative. Negative, bro. So these are the type of things I'm thinking about. Like, nah, man. Look, if I can get Zach LaVine for Gabe Vincent and D'Lo Russell and then make another team fit the rest of the bill somehow, then we'll make that happen. I'll be happy to bring in Zach LaVine's contract for those 2 pieces. Now, the Bulls would be utterly insane for that. That's just stupid. The only way I take that contract is if Zach LaVine demands his way to the LA Lakers and tells everybody he's going to sit out if he goes anywhere, and that's only trade that I can make at that situation. I don't think Zach LaVine's going to do that. I don't think he's going to do that. He would have to tank his trade value, arguably get in some type of trouble in order for that to make any sense for the Chicago Bulls. You just don't want that trade return. Man, that's the only one I'm giving them. They can get Taurean Prince expiring contract for sure. But I'm not giving you Cam Reddish. I'm not giving you Rui Hachimura. I'm damn sure not giving you Austin Reeves. You're not getting Jalen Hood-Schifino. You're not even getting Max Lewis or Christie. So it's like, and don't get it twisted. If I'm on the outside looking in, Zach LaVine's worth all of that, or some of that. He is. He's worth it. I just ain't parting with it. You see what I'm saying? I'm just not parting with it. There's a difference between saying a guy is worth something or not worth something versus what it is that I'm just not going to do. I'm not paying price for Zach LaVine, for him. I'm not doing it. I don't think he's necessarily the piece that slots next to Bron and AD seamlessly. I don't think that his basketball IQ is where it needs to be most of the damn time. I really don't. And I'm worried about his health. And I hate his contract. I hate his contract. So these are all very much serious, glaring red flags for me as a Laker fan for bringing in Big Zach. Zach's like a jet. Don't get it twisted. You ain't gonna find 10 players that can do what he can do, but cannot win a game with him. I remember what his numbers looked like in the play-in game. He was horrible in the play-in game, like 4 for 20 something, some ridiculous low efficiency nonsense, jacking up the ball, just bad in a winner go home situation. So it's like, man, listen, no. If we can get him for Gabe Vincent and D'Lo, do it. But if it's going to cost me Rui Hachimura, Max Christie, Reeves, all this different stuff that people want to give up for Zach LaVine, absolutely not. I could not be more against that. Hell no. Hell no. I will wait to see what else comes about, because I do believe there's going to be some stuff that comes about. And if you guys follow me, you know I'm not always looking for the big names. I'm looking for the guys that I think are going to be a big name. I want to do a deal with the Pacers. Give me Nembhard. Give me, what's his name? Sticks. They got players on that team that I want. So the rookies that they picked up, them guards that they just picked up in the draft, that's a trade that I really want the Lakers to make. Bring me war role players of a higher level that could potentially be starters or better, that are not on these big old contracts as of yet. That's what I want. I don't have any interest in bringing in a guy that's full grown on a massive contract, 2 knee injuries later. I am cool on all that type of stuff. I don't even think like that. You ain't gonna never see me want something like that. I'm gonna want to do a deal with the Jazz. Give me Taylor Hendricks. Give me Bryce Sensabaugh. Give me Keontae George. That's where my head is at. I'm not thinking like everybody else. I'm in a different space. I want to go to Orlando. Give me Cole Anthony. Give me AB. Guys that ain't quite made it yet, but I know damn well what they're going to be. Yeah, just go to Detroit. Give me Saucer, or Sasser rather. You can go ahead and give me, who else they got? Jaden Ivey. Let's go pick in the name situation. Go get something out of there. Go to Charlotte, get Nick Smith. Give me PJ Washington. If I'm trading for a superstar, give me LaMelo Ball. That's when you start saying, okay, let's throw in this player, that player, this player, that player, this player, that player, that pick, that pick. That's the type of player I want if I'm going to be going crazy. Give me LaMelo. Give me some of these guys they're already established. So I ain't going to be able to go ahead and get Tyrese Halliburton. He's already in a space where people are going to start calling him MVP candidate. It's too late. But LaMelo's somewhere, you probably want to be a Laker any damn way. If you see what he's doing right now, he's on the moon, man. Melo is on the freaking moon. Ain't nobody talking about LaMelo Ball, but he is an MVP candidate right now. Over the last 7-8 games, he's been on the freaking moon with his stats. So these are the type of things I'm like, yo, get me him. Go get him. Go get LeVar's kid, man. You know Zach LaVine. Go get LeVar's kid. BDL44. I thank you all for watching.